Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Everything is fine here on Detention Block AA23, a Star Wars podcast. I'm Mike, joined by Dustin and Bogie, here to talk Star Wars with all you fans out there. Just to get to the news elements really quick, if you're listening to us right now, hit that subscribe button, comment, like this video, download our podcast episodes, everything, anything. We greatly appreciate it. It all helps get our name out there amongst all the other Star Wars podcasts. So again, we greatly appreciate it. Our chat is up and running, so bring us your comments and opinions as we talk through. Today, we heard about another trailer that just dropped for Andor Season 2. So we wanted to do our little trailer reaction, watch the trailer first time and probably a second time as well, and give our thoughts about it. Before we get into that, anything that we're excited for with Andor Season 2? I mean, it's a month away now. It's the 22nd, I believe it drops. So we're getting close to Andor.
Good Star Wars content. That's just all I'm excited about.
Yeah. And I feel like this is going to be pretty big. I feel like Andor has gotten a lot more attention now compared to when Season 1 came out. It's already been, I don't know, received very well by the people that watched it, won a bunch of awards. So I think that Season 2 is going to, be a lot better than what they expected from at least Season 1. So
I would just say, like, I hope the visual effects stands up from Season 1. I hope they don't skimp. We've seen this with Disney before, but everything in the trailer looks like they're not skimping at all. I hope that's like, oh, we just upscale everything for the trailer, and then we watch them like, why is the color grading off, or why is this? I don't know. That's my thought, but I am hopeful that they're putting all their cards on the table for this. Is my expectation. So, but is that a good or bad thing? I'm putting expectations up to here because the first one was so good.
yeah,
So
it is dangerous to put expectations high because it makes it easier to fall short. But I get it. Like I would be lying if I told you that my expectations weren't that high for this just based off of season 1. And to your point, like, to me visually the sets look big too, which is always what I'm looking for. I want expansive, I want large scenes and everything because it is Star Wars. I don't want the small little scale from the Acolyte or Obi-Wan Kenobi where everything seems so closed in and condensed. So, and I mean, they spent, what did we say last time, like $650 million for the 2 seasons together, and this one is like 300 and something million. So they're definitely putting the money into it.
Are you comparing that to a Marvel show? No, I'm kidding.
Well, how much is Marvel putting into their shows?
Well, I think, well, what was the one with the Scarlet Witch and against Queen Agatha or whatever? That had its moments, but there was so much CGI. I was like, I bet that's where all the money went. And that I heard the budget was something like 700 to 800. Like,
Holy
really?
cow.
Like, it was not that good for all that CGI.
Waste of money.
Yes. There was just something like this, and I like the more personal kind of like filming where you're like face to face.
Yeah.
Like, I love in Season 1 when Andor, was he like where was he? He was, because I have to rewatch this now because I saw some characters, I'm like, I gotta rewatch this.
Yeah.
Where he was on, like, he got all that money, he was on the beach.
Oh yeah.
And it was like that whole scene was like all camera work.
Yeah.
That wasn't CGI.
Right.
Maybe you integrated CGI for the K2SO model, whatever that droid is. But otherwise, like, do stuff like that more practical. I
Yeah,
love
on set
practical.
filming and everything. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, and that's how Star Wars was done in the original trilogy. So, and then the CGI of the prequel trilogy is kind of what brought some people out of it. So I'll agree with that. All right, well, I'm going to get the trailer up here. Let me just share my screen really. Oh, I have to allow sharing for who can share, all participants. All right, there we go. So I will pull it up here really quick. And when I start the episode, both of you please give like the thumbs up that you can hear audio, because I want to make sure you guys can hear it when I do it. Are you able to see my screen right now being shared? Cool. All right. So we will start it in 3, 2, 1.
I came with you to be part of something. The Empire cannot win. It's a different kind of mission. If it goes up in flames, it will burn very brightly.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to. We must stand together. We will be crushed.
Resistance is absurd.
It's a weapon.
They're building a weapon.
The monster will come for us all.
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
There's a future here for those who dare. Welcome to the rebellion.
Yep, April 22nd. So that one seemed a lot shorter than the last one. It looks like it's about the same time, but seemed a lot shorter.
It's frenetic, so it goes by more, I think.
That's
more
true.
quickly.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you're probably right.
When there comes like these last like teasers, I realize for shows that I watch, it's like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Like you almost have to watch it in like 10 -10 speed motion, like to see like, oh, there you go. I was trying to maybe do that before, but then I heard you guys haven't seen it, so I was like, oh, we'll watch it together. So
Yeah.
Run that shit back.
Yeah, I will. I will say off the bat, it's interesting. Like the first trailer had that kind of interesting song choice, and then this one just almost doesn't have any background music at all. It's just more of like a
The
bass.
klaxon.
Yeah, bass going off, and I liked it a lot better. I think it added to the drama. I think a lot of the scenes are similar ones we did see. One thing I did notice was there seemed to be like a choking scene. I don't know if it's necessarily a choking or if she was just kind of like maybe the tensions are getting high and she's kind of like,
No, that was definitely a choke me daddy.
I don't know. I would love
think
to see
Vader
that
was
again if we
getting
could
after
pause
that.
it. It looked like she had like a metal collar around her neck that she was holding on to. I don't know.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
yeah,
I
well,
don't think she's getting force choked.
that'd be awesome if she's getting force choke, and that might mean like, hey, is Vader going to make an appearance, or maybe even the Emperor? I mean, it would make sense. It's that time, but all right. So I will play it again this time. Feel free to say, express opinions as we're watching it, and we'll go again in 3, 2, 1, go.
I came with you to be part of something. The Empire cannot win.
That's his friend.
It's a different kind of mission.
I wonder what the mission is.
If it goes up in flames, it will burn very brightly.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to.
This must be the new planet they like escaped to
We must stand
after season
together.
1.
We will be crushed.
Resistance is absurd.
It's a weapon.
They're building a weapon.
The monster will come for us all.
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
There's a future here for those who dare. Welcome to the rebellion.
All right, catch
Go
anything else?
backwards. He's
Oh,
wearing or should we go start from the beginning or
Yeah, we can. I just
Right here, he's definitely doing his thing where he's like infiltrating and has camouflage, like his camouflage is grabbing someone else's suit, right? I'm guessing. Looks like he's looking behind his back, like,
yeah, he's on some sort of mission right here.
yeah.
And I mean, that definitely looks like he's in disguise of some sort. Do you know that almost looks like Camino? Doesn't it kind of?
Camino?
It doesn't look Imperial necessarily, or that one station that they've been on, that the Imperial's been on, kind
The
of
ISB?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would make more
I
sense.
would see that. I could see that. Yeah.
It just kind of looks like Camino from, you know, where the clones are. But I bet it's more. I bet you're right. I bet it's more ISB related.
Then I kind of cheated a little bit. Dustin, you know where this is?
It's not Aldani, is it?
It's funny. That almost looks like a Federation ship.
Give
Kind of
you a
that with
hint.
the
It's
it kind of
apparently
is.
this is how far I got in like 2 minutes of like kind of like researching it and like, oh yeah, in the first like seconds, uh, give you a hint. It's mentioned in Rebels where this is.
It's not Lethal, is it?
You're asking me to go far in my brain bank, and I don't think I can.
It's not
It's
Lethal, is it?
no Gorn Mass-Taker is the theory, but who knows?
Okay.
Because I have not seen Rebels, and I was like, I don't know what that looks like, but that looks like a trade. Does that look like a trade federation? Like,
It's not, but it kind of just resembles, you know, how the Trade
okay,
Federation
okay,
ships are,
what
where
do
it's
I
got
Yeah,
the
know?
ball.
it's very yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember what planet that is from Rebels. It might just have a small appearance, but
Because I think I took a note as I don't know if you can hear it. I thought they said kill them all because it's a rebellion
sure.
planet with. Because it would make sense if a rebellion got a hold of like a droid ship like that,
Yeah, I
and,
would.
and then
This is
they're like kill them
Coruscant, I'm
all.
guessing.
Yeah, this is definitely Coruscant. Looks
Oh,
like
for sure. Oh, I'd say for
looks
sure.
like the crack stacks of Minneapolis in the background there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that
Yes.
hits home. We're used to.
Right? All right, let's
Empire cannot.
no, not play. Okay, so this is when he's obviously getting into they must have stolen a TIE fighter, that TIE interceptor, and he goes
Because
on
that
that
ties back later, doesn't it? At the very end. As I was
yeah.
going to say, the suit that he's wearing is like a rebel suit, but does he steal? Is he just? Well, I don't. That's why I'm kind of like.
Yeah, I think it's like I mean it's a pilot suit, and I think they because in all the trailers we've seen, he's flying a TIE interceptor. And I don't know if he's like when he goes to the ISB, maybe that's what he used to infiltrate because you know he's in disguise as an Imperial. So
Oh, it would make sense for the beginning of this our podcast here, where he was dressed in like different
yep,
clothing, but it looked like he was in a different base or something.
yep,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. And this is his friend. So I this must be the planet that they escaped to after the end of season one. Oh, I can't land on it.
Is that Jeddah?
No, this is probably Jeddah
Yeah, because I mean
with Saw.
Saw's building a stronghold.
Yeah, because I think that might be the same hole we see him in when he dies, right? At
Yeah, because it was covered with more like dirt, or
yeah,
it was like built within that pillar or something like that.
yep.
Which guys filled me in. I mean, sure, I've seen the movie, but like his cult, I think I've said that before. I've seen it in one of the games. Like, does he create his own kind of like small rebellion and it just grows from
He
there?
It's just
yeah,
more brutal. They don't take, like
yeah.
Oh, no, don't take prisoners or
Well,
unless they have
it's
valuable
it's
information.
mostly in Clone Wars and in Rebels, so they are like the rebel extremists. So like there is
Oh,
no rules or regulations to what
yeah,
they do. Like, go ahead,
they,
Dustin.
they they fight the Empire with regardless of what it does to civilian populations, right?
Yeah,
And whereas, the other sect of the rebellion is more like, hey, we're doing this to save people's lives, not to kill innocent people in the process. So that's kind of where they differ in philosophy. Basically, Saw's philosophy is the ends always justify the means. Which, I mean, when you're fighting an organization like the Empire, there's some merit to that. But that's kind of the fun between those two philosophies within a universe like this is, there's some moral gray area for sure.
Yeah, and that's what makes it really interesting because like we talk about the Empire and how terrible they are, but this shows that the rebellion or the I don't know, resistance and everything, they're not afraid to take the same measures that essentially the Empire does to get their way. Now, Saw Gerrera's like little clan or whatever is a lot smaller, but there are cells like that because the rebellion is essentially a collection of all these people that are resisting, and they're going to have different levels of the lengths they go to in order to win the war essentially. So Saw is a lot more brutal, and they'll do it. I mean, and in even season 1, what did they do? They gave away one of their like major pilots.
Yeah.
In sacrifice for the mission, and they're like, all right, well, we'll give this guy up, but it'll go a long way.
Go back to that one scene though when she's in makes me think of the time when the Revenge of the Sith when
Oh yeah.
Palpatine or the counselor, but Palpatine was just like, I have taken my life. Like I see this being like a similar moment where she really, but it's like she's not uniting, she's really divide. I don't. That's my take. How
Sure.
like that next view when you see all like everybody, it was just like everybody
If I can
is
get
trying
that.
to like, okay, what side are you on? And I think that's where they get right there. Yep, that's where they can find who's. It looks like shit, like the little pods they're on. What do you call
Yep.
those? Look like some of them are like, screw this, I'm out of here. But
Yep.
some of them want to listen.
Yep.
If that makes sense. That's how I saw that picture. When I saw that for a quick second, I was like, God, that just reminds me of Palpatine because usually Palpatine had his arms in the air
Well,
saying,
it could there Palpatine might even be there. I mean, that would be his position. I know he had the other guy that kind of filled in for him most of the time, but Palpatine would be see that center podium thing. That's where he would
Yep.
be. So, or if we don't see him, maybe it's the other guy, the
That
animal.
was my quick little theory when I saw that. I was like, whoa, this is kind of like that's how you start your like overall rebellion
Yeah.
outside of like what Forrester Whitaker is trying to do.
So this just seemed like resistance troops or rebels. Talking with Luthen. We've seen that. Yeah, this is the planet that this will probably be in like episode 1 or 2. I feel like this is the planet that they escaped to at the end of the season 1. And then the Empire comes right here. One thing I realized, and it didn't really dawn on me until I was watching it the second time, it's most likely all these people are going to die. Wouldn't we think? Because, like, I mean, Biggs is not with Cassian in Rogue One.
I mean, that stands to reason that they're going to come wipe this planet out. But I mean, that's his love interest, and she seems to survive throughout the season.
Until Jyn Erso.
You can say that, but again, what do we got? We got is it? Remind me again. How many seasons, or is it like okay, 2 episodes is this, 2 episodes is this?
Yep. This will be the last season 2. There'll be 3 episodes released per. Is it Wednesday? I want to say Wednesday. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. So each time they release 1 episode, they'll release 3, and each 3 are like its own arc, and each 3 will represent a year leading up to Rogue One.
I feel like she won't die because doesn't she mean a lot to him? That's like
Yeah, but she's not in Rogue One, the movie.
well, right, but I'm saying we yeah, I get what you're saying. Like we have a full season. Well, doesn't mean she's gonna die like episode 1.
No. I'm not saying she
Yeah.
dies episode. I'm just
Okay,
saying
okay.
like it seems like these characters, the ones that we got to know in season 1, will likely die by the end of season 2, just because they're not with the resistance, or they're not with the rebels come Rogue One.
Which will be very interesting to see who's alive and how they.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see how what's her name dies, like kick starts even more, like the whole rebellion group or what they do.
Her dying, I feel like, would be the reason that Cassian just doesn't give a shit anymore, and is essentially willing to go like on this like suicide mission for the,
No, I can
obtain
see
the Death
that.
Star
I
plans.
totally could see that.
I mean, those Death Troopers aren't there to, hand out pamphlets.
Right.
I would love. I hope that scene isn't just like, oh, we see the death, but they don't do anything. Like we just see them stocked up. Like, well, that's it.
I bet it'll be
They
it.
better show.
They won't go. I don't think they'll go much into the Death Star.
I
No,
hope
the
Krennic,
Death Troopers.
Oh, the Death Troopers. Oh, sure. Okay.
When you saw them all stacked up,
Yeah.
and I was like, you better show. Yeah, that better be an epic scene.
Or like a fight type of a thing.
Yes, exactly.
What were you saying, Dustin?
I just, to see Krennic again is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm so
He's
glad
such
they
a
did
good
it.
actor.
He does look a little older in this. I mean, obviously he is, but let's see what else we got.
That's go back there. That's we're fucked looked.
That right here?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
here?
her.
Oh, come on. This is hard because I'm doing it
Yep.
with my.
That's what she said.
It's a weapon.
Absurd.
It's a weapon.
They're building.
I have to go back further.
It's a
Oh.
Jesus. I'm failing miserably here.
Resistance is absurd.
Was it further
It's a
back
weapon.
then?
They're building a weapon.
Right?
I know it. Right there.
It is.
I see. I pulled my finger off. I'll just leave it like this. Okay, I'll leave my finger on it. What about this scene?
That's like a we're fucked look.
Oh yeah. They see the Empire, they're coming, they're screwed. Death Star.
Is that the first time we see the Death Star in Andor?
No.
We see it at the very like post-credit scene.
Yeah,
And
because they're putting it together with all those parts that they made in the
prison
factory, the prison factory.
Yep.
Okay. Again, I'll have to like rewatch just to refresh because I was like, oh, is that the first? Because we always
that a Wampa?
speculated. Oh, right here.
Yeah,
Let's
some of
go.
some of these people are ones we see in Rogue One and in season 1 of Andor. So you got, remember the two tubes as they call him? He's like that alien with the tubes that come down.
Yeah.
He's got the rifle. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But how about the Yeti? Have we ever seen a Yeti like this?
Rogue One,
We did. Okay.
but that's it.
I guess I gotta rewatch that too.
Yep. Yeah,
It's little details you don't.
I definitely plan on rewatching season 1 and Rogue One before this season comes out.
This looks like a painting that they just put in the trailer.
It kind of does.
I'll frame that on my wall. No.
Yeah.
I would too. That's badass.
Here's the love interest.
I feel like that's gonna go on. I feel like that love interest is gonna go on the entire until the end, and that's why you get Cassian just being kind of like on a suicide, kind of like I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill them all.
See, that looks like
There's
she's
the
choking.
choke. I swear she had something on her neck, but maybe. Oh yeah, you got to be right, Dustin. Right? Is that what you said? You think it might be a force choke?
Yeah.
It kind of seems like it. She might be like,
She's like only in the trailer for like this 1 second too. It's kind of funny.
yeah.
She's like, but look at like her surroundings. It looks like she's like in a cell.
Yeah, that's what.
That's what threw me off.
Maybe she got blamed for the people getting out of the prison.
Could have been.
Like her incompetence.
Could have been. You have failed me for the last time, lady.
Oh, they're looking for something down some tunnel.
Yeah. This looks like maybe they're looking for or someone's looking for Cassian on Aldani or something. I don't know. Luthen in his shop gear. This guy's the son of the person who died in season 1.
The shot before, it looks like he's got a radio call. Didn't he have that in the first season when he got like emergency call? It's like,
yeah, it's in his shop.
Yeah, where he's like, looks like he's on his headset. It's like, hide your shit, like they're coming.
I think that, or I think he's getting into because he is a different character. He's getting into a shop character in this, so I think he's in his ship and getting dressed for it.
Is that the same kid?
I don't know. It might
Look at the hair.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It sure seems like it.
That definitely looks like it, but they could be deceiving us. But
because this is the kid that threw the grenade that started like the fight in the last episode, if you remember that. Because his father was killed by the Empire as an example, so he's getting a little revenge. Who's this? Who's that guy? Is that an Imperial?
Looks like it, or maybe somebody.
I wonder if that's an Imperial. What's his insignia? He's got like 2 red bars.
There's a future.
Yeah, I don't.
I bet
There's a future.
He's fighting Cassian. He's fighting Cassian. It looked like.
Yeah, in that one, it looks like the same outfit he was in the very very beginning.
Yeah. Got Krennic. Got this guy.
Mommy issues.
I hate that it does that. Bunch of K2SOs.
Holy.
That look. I mean, this is some kind of higher ups. I don't know if this is because everyone's dressed so nicely.
Yeah, and
are they senators then?
Yeah, I think they're senators. Interesting. That's the lady that's with Luthen. There he is in the TIE fighter. Oops. It's a pretty cool shot. And that pretty much wraps it up. So yeah.
And
really
that TIE fighter, didn't it look like he had like the his suit? How it was like red with the straps?
Yep. Here, I'll go back.
Yeah, they showed that earlier.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to start with because I knew but does that, am I wrong?
Maybe it is. Maybe it is a rebel suit or pilot suit.
And somehow he has to because at the end he escapes, like he just busts through like the doors, like, or what do you call it, the docking doors.
Yeah. Yep.
With an Imperial ship, but he must have had.
Because those look like I mean, I guess the Imperials have, if you see on his left arm, because the Rebel pilot suits have, and those are like on the boot, I think. So.
But also remember, these are like, this is early. This is before the rebellion was official. Maybe they changed. I don't know. My theory.
True.
But.
Yeah. Either way, we're going to see him flying a TIE fighter, which will be pretty sweet. All right. Well, let me get back into Zoom and end the broadcast. There. Yeah. So April 22nd. Feel like it's going to be here sooner than we know it. And as we mentioned before, I think it's Tuesday they get released because we decided Tuesdays we're not going to record because there's going to be 3 episodes released at a time, and they're probably going to be like 45-minute episodes. So we'll watch all of them on our own or whatever on Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays we'll come together and we'll talk about each of the 3 episodes released the prior days. So looking forward to that. And I mean, outside of Star Wars Celebration coming up right before that, there's not much coming out this year. So enjoy this while it lasts, because we might get, I think, 1 season of Visions, but that's about it for the rest of the year, unless they announce something that they've been working on secretly, which I doubt, during Celebration. But cool beans, everyone. Any final thoughts on it, or anything else you want to say for Andor season 2 before it comes out?
Just excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Very excited.
Totally agree with Dustin and both of you. Yep. Super excited.
Yep, and I agree, Bogey. I'm gonna watch season 1, get caught up and refreshed on that, and then definitely watch Rogue One as well, so that I can see how it ties into that movie as we watch season 2 as well. So, yeah, I'll just speak to our social media handles really quick, so you can find us on Twitter at DetBlockAA23pod, on Instagram at Detention_block_AA_23, our Facebook group and YouTube channel, Detention Block AA23, a Star Wars podcast. And you can find us on TikTok at DetBlockAA23. Again, hit that subscribe button if you're listening to us. Like the video, comment, rate, review, all the above. And we'll hopefully be recording on Wednesday. Since we're doing this today, maybe we won't, but because news is kind of light, maybe it'll be another Wednesday we pass for the time. So have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your evening. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Thanks for calling. This is Han Solo, and I'm going to be keeping you company for the next few hours right here on the Midnight Shift. Something's